Facebook lied to you. Radio lied to you. Radio.
Isn't it funny how so many people have such selective amnesia? People remember what they want to remember. People post things and then delete them as though that's going to change the fact that it's already been seen and probably recorded by many. Just because you delete it don't mean it's going to go away. So many people in this takedown of R. Kelly refuse to accept their accountability, refuse to just own up to the things they have done wrong. Like, for example, if you haven't seen my last upload in which I point out Geronda Pace's upload in which she's basically saying how the producers of R. Kelly, Surviving R. Kelly, were eating up the fact that these survivors weren't getting along. I feel like that was for so many different reasons. But the main thing that I wanted to point out in this video was this very fact. Same thing I pointed out in the very beginning. And even Charlemagne the God came and gave me another strike on my channel. But it's cool, because let's get back to that point. Again, this just shows how they made a mockery of a real situation. We know that women in the industry are put out there, over-sexualized. So many people want to do certain things to advance their careers. And so many people have been in less than savory relationships. Yet with Surviving R. Kelly, they have opened the door for any woman who has been scorned to come back and make false allegations and claim to be a victim. What's disturbing about this is that Surviving R. Kelly not only gave these accusers the platform without verifying their stories, they also gave the platform to men who have been accused of the very things they're on the platform advocating against. Torre, for example, the same reporter that people like to keep sharing the clips of R. Kelly trying to clarify this teenage girl's statement, was accused of misconduct and sexual assault. Most importantly, you have Charlemagne the God, who copped on a plea deal for sexual abuse of a minor, a 15-year-old. I wonder how she feels about seeing her abuser being given this platform to speak on the topic, considering some of the things he said. I find it interesting that there was a tweet by a guy by the name of DJ Mr. C, who, if I remember correctly, was accused of soliciting a prostitute or an encounter with a transsexual at one point in time. But anyway, he brings out the fact that how was Charlemagne the God given the platform considering he was accused of sexual assault and made such shocking tweets about the whole situation in general? Dream Hampton had this to say in reply. I'm just seeing Charlemagne's 2010 tweet tonight. I interviewed him before the story about him broke, but should have cut him altogether, rather than limit his appearance. It was a huge mistake. I probably spent more time arguing to cut Bruce. Again, mistake. You spent more time arguing to cut Bruce, R. Kelly's brother, but you overlooked, yet again, as I'm pointing out, investigating and verifying these people you gave platforms for to slander R. Kelly. So to say that this story just broke after Surviving R. Kelly was put out there, or after y'all went through the interview process, how does that change the fact that the incident in question was on record? So it could have been easily accessed. But y'all didn't want to give this lady, Jessica Reed, the platform to give her story. In fact, from what I've been told by her, so many people have shut her down. They're not trying to get her story out there. I wonder why. This is yet again another incident in which it's been brought to the public the deception behind Surviving R. Kelly. Not only from the alleged victims, but from the people you got to speak against R. Kelly. People who have no interaction with R. Kelly. People who may have conducted an interview or two with R. Kelly, but couldn't give you a generalized, unbiased opinion on the matter. So with that being said, let's review what I put out before and what got Charlemagne to strike my page. Only difference is I'm going to just give you the audio to avoid all that this time.
Maybe I shouldn't.
I'm trying to go back to my old tweets and delete everything.
I'm into that.
Yeah, you gotta get it. Oh, you start getting that book money, so let me get on that.
I didn't like the man I was, man. I didn't like the man I was.
Oh, man. Twitter get you in trouble, man.
What?
One time I texted him, I said, yo, they going in on you on Twitter. He said, about what? I told him the whole R. Kelly, because he was in the documentary. He said, man, I don't care about that. I said, this is
No, I didn't.
You still supporting R? They come out with a new album, you gonna buy it?
Nah, you know what's crazy? I've never been a big R. Kelly fan like that.
Nah.
And I was one of the people that saw the tape back in the day in the barbershop. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I've been to what type of time R. Kelly was on. I've been speaking out against R. Kelly. And he's been hiding
Lies.
in plain sight, whether it was age ain't nothing but a number for Aaliyah or calling himself the Pied Piper. Yeah. Like, I've been seeing what it was. I've never been a big R. Kelly guy.
He got a crazy line.
Lies.
I interviewed Raheem Devon before, right? And he was just... And
y'all look alike, you know.
Hey, we got the same eyes. That's why y'all... Yeah. So he did the song Customer. Mm-hmm. And then R. Kelly did a remix on his own and put a verse on there. So it was right after he got off his case. He beat the case in 2008. He did this remix. And he said, ladies, if you're thirsty, I got that good lemonade.
Hey, shawty, if you're thirsty, I got some good lemonade.
Lord have mercy. See what I'm saying? You know what he's doing?
Yeah. But what about what?
Lies. 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 Lies.
What about Dr. Dre now, with Dee Barnes having done her interview on Wendy Williams and bringing up things that I didn't know all the details of what happened with that.
She lying too.
I heard all the details, but I didn't know about that. What happened? Oh, yeah, I don't hear
Nah, they talked about that numerous times. Yeah. I mean, Dre's apologized for it. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Well, like, I seen the Michelle A movie. You talking about like the
Michelle A movie was horrible. Yeah. Like, and that's when the D-Bar stuff kind of came back.
Right.
So it's just like, I don't know, man. We pick and choose, and we have like selective morality depending on.
It's funny what he just say. We have selective morality. But again, they give this guy the platform while they're talking about nobody cares about the black women. Then you ignore the fact that he has a victim with paperwork to back up her allegations. And we're not talking about no shady payouts and none of that. We're talking about the court documents in which this guy accepted the plea deal. And you can go on my backup channel in which I uploaded it last year. Now, this is the video I did in which I spoke out on Charlemagne the God raping 15-year-old Jessica Reed, in which he so shocked and appalled about R. Kelly But he got his own rape charges in which he had swept under the rug. He pled out on, in which he failed to release that information to the public. Okay, whoop-de-doo.
Kelly, props for one thing and one thing only.
Oh, he just said props to him, but a while ago, let him tell it. He don't support him. He don't like him. The fuck out of here. Full of shit.
Morning told me how to eat ass. Shout out to Kelly. I learned how to eat ass because of R. Kelly. That's true. And the Come P Come thing is still one of the most legendary, incredible things I've ever listened in my life. I still don't understand how a man.
Run it again.
Two things. The morning told me how to eat ass. Shout out to Kelly. I learned how to eat ass because of R. Kelly. That's true. And the Come P Come thing is still one of the most legendary, incredible things I've ever listened in my life. I still don't understand how a man could come and then pee.
One more. Now, at first, when I first made that video, I was more disgusted because of the fact that, of course, now they're portraying this tape as though it was a minor in the tape. But as I presented in my last video before my video today, I believe that when this whole sex tape was leaked, there was no mention of a minor. It was just marketed as a R. Kelly sex tape. So the people viewing it got the impression it was just a sex tape. So let me give him the benefit of the doubt. And when he's making these references, he's not really associating that it's really a minor in the video. Regardless of the allegation, it's clear from the still images that was no minor in that tape. But anyways, to wrap this video up, it's just to point out the fact that, again, you have the alleged accusers coming out saying they're not participating in the upcoming Surviving R. Kelly docuseries. You have them saying how the producers and these people involved with Surviving R. Kelly knew these people were giving fraudulent stories. They knew people involved with the production of this had ulterior motives. Yet, as we have seen, before Surviving R. Kelly, they clearly told us there was no investigations upon R. Kelly. And if anybody knows how the feds work, especially when it comes to charges such as RICO, they're usually investigating you for quite some time. Yet, we're supposed to just overlook the fact that they also came and told us that after watching Surviving R. Kelly, investigators began to investigate the claims. Make that shit make sense. Leave your comments below on what you think about this. Oh, I hadn't forgot. I still plan on bringing Jessica Reed to this platform because I'm dying to know how she feels about these people doing all this around this R. Kelly case, claiming to be advocating for victims, meanwhile giving the platform for alleged abusers to come and validate the stories from people they knew were telling false stories. What do you think of this? Make sure you like this video. Don't forget, share it. I appreciate everybody supporting the channel. Have a good night.